Truth or Fluke. We got some baseball topics up right now. The Texas Rangers right now are now the favorites to win the World Series. The Texas Rangers will be crowned World Series champs by the end of this season. I'm going with Fluke. And I want to say Truth so bad because I do think the odds that they have are favorable and deserving. But I'm just so much on this Phil's train right now. I love Harper.
Yeah, I'm gonna be different here. I'm gonna go Truth. Because I think they're really hot right now. And if you get past the Astros, I don't know who's stopping them.
The Phillies.
The Phillies.
Yeah, maybe. But, I think that I'm going to go with Truth here.
I'm going with Fluke just because I think it's too much for them to beat Houston. Houston's just been there before. Texas, or the Rangers, yes, they're talented and they're really hot right now coming off of sweeping the Orioles, but I still think it's the Astros to lose here.
Fair enough. Next up on the board, a few days ago, by the time this is going to be posted, the Los Angeles Dodgers were swept by the Arizona Diamondbacks, a clean sweep 3-0, the first time the Dodgers have actually been swept in over a decade. This is the end of the Dodgers dynasty. I'm going with Truth. It's finally over. It's been talked about for so many years that it's going to happen. I think it's done. I think that there's no way. They didn't really have that it factor at all. They didn't have the Cody Bellinger. They didn't have the Jock Peterson. They didn't have the Justin Turner. It just wasn't there for this team.
I'm going to go Fluke. I think they won 100 games. I think Freddie and Mookie got ice cold.
Yep.
Against a Diamondbacks team that doesn't give a flying fuck who they play. So I'm going to go Fluke because I do think they add somebody big in the offseason because they've turned into the Yankees. They don't care about luxury tax, any of that bullshit. That is George Steinbrenner running that organization over there. They're going to spend whatever dollars they need to spend to go win another one.
No, I co-sign everything you just said there, Dino. They're going to go make a big splash signing. They still won a ton of baseball games. I think Mookie and Freddie were like 0 for 30 or 1 for 30 combined in the series versus the Diamondbacks.
With an infield single.
Too, so
with an infield single.
Right. So, it's unfortunate that, you see, I don't even want to say it's unfortunate because it's nice to see the D-backs win, but it's unfortunate whenever your best players go cold at the worst possible time, and that's exactly what happened. I still think the window's open for a couple of years there.
I have to say that my reasoning is just that I think it's finally over. I think Kershaw's too old. I think Walker Buehler's not going to have a great season coming back off of TJ. I think he's going to suffer that a little bit. Julio Urias is never going to play in the big leagues again. There's a lot of question marks along with this whole organization.
Urias, yeah.
And I just think the Diamondbacks, they have these young guys, and they're now going to get this postseason experience and just become vets.
Yeah, I mean, Urias and Rick Vaughn in the California Penal League are going to be nasty.
He's in California, too. That's great. Oh,
I couldn't resist.
That's good.
Now, this dude has been the talk all postseason long, and for good reason. Bryce Harper is the clutchest baseball player in the postseason in the last decade. Wow. I'm going absolute Truth here. I can't think of anybody else. If you want to go over, we just did our Mount Rushmore of the best MLB playoff moments since the year 2000, and Bryce Harper was actually my number one pick last year when he sent the Phillies to the World Series. I'm just a big Bryce Harper guy.
Yeah, I mean, I want to try to be different, but I can't. It's Truth. The dude, gets doubled up to lose a game and proceeds to hit 2 absolute yams, the first one being magnificent. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm going to go with Truth here.
Yeah, and the stare downs were just, that's just peak, ball player, bulldog mentality right there. You could see, dude, that look could kill. I'm going to go Truth just barely because Yordan Alvarez has hit some of the most clutch and massive home runs I've seen in the postseason very recently. I think Harper